Minasan konbanwa, buenas noches todos, and good evening everyone. This is your Mavinik VTuber Disha. Doing my usual assortment of bit this and that. It's sort of I was kind of starting a bit late. Had a bit of an issue with window capturing of Chrome. So I had to redo the whole setup. Anyway, so let's start off with somewhat terrifying one, I guess. Here we go. Oh, see. Oh shoot. Excuse me for a moment. Why the F is that freaking huge? Yeah. Apparently, Dad was complaining. His chest gets heavy every night at 3 a.m. So his son went in to check on him. Well, this is what he found. Yep, someone's really diving to his onto Daddy. Go figure. And in the meantime, this guy. Yeah, he was one of those who was doing was remote working out of home, but he gave up and leased an office. And here it is why. At me or else. Yeah, you need a cat sitter somehow. For sure. Hi. Now, this is not exactly Japanese tweet, but the response coming out of it was too funny. Yeah, apparently there's someone in the stateside who finally came up with automated laser systems for to exterminate roaches. Yeah, basically now we have automatic laser system to destroy cockroaches, and most of the that apparently is where that is the setup of the unit apparently. For details, you can look up on the roach laser and automatic, and the original paper should come up. I'm not gonna go into details, but yeah, the response is well, the just considering the hydro bill coming out of it, but then if you can actually exterminate cockroaches with this, that's fine. Oh, is it like roach Roomba? Yeah. So it automatically kills, but it doesn't automatically cleans up. Hope doesn't fire. It doesn't start a fire hazard. Yeah, I can see the future where individual roaches that have thicker skin survive, and eventually we'll get the laser resistant roaches. Yes, it does quite openly say do not use in a household. So maybe it's probably use it in the eatery after closing time, and then clean up early in the morning. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, maybe not a good idea if you have pets. It could bind them. And then someone came up with a yeah, JoJo terraformers. Yeah, basically this was a manga where they were supposed to try to terraform Mars, And in order to do that, they send in a couple of genetically modified roaches, and but when the humans try to migrate there, well, roaches actually evolved in the wrong way, and now it's actually ended up being overall wars against them. Oh yes, and I can see the future. Okay, and in the future, cockroaches take it over, and then they start, and then the machines start firing on the humans, right? Yeah. And for those of you who are still, who have that thing about the not, I don't want to even use AI art. It's yeah, AI generated pictures. Okay, this guy actually generate a llama drawn by Salvador Dali, and that's what he's got. Yeah, just like one of those noodle monster. Now, excuse me, and okay, a couple days ago, the a very classic from the 80s just started remake of a classic 80s anime just started. Urusei Yatsura from the Shonen Sunday. October 13th, of course. One thing, one thing, really nice thing to note about this one, yeah, it's quite well made. That for one, and the cast from the original series appears. Ataru's dad is done by the first Ataru, and Rum's mom is done by Miss Fumi Hirano, the lady who did the original Rum as well. Yeah, it's after 36 years. It's just that the this year is the 100th year anniversary of the publisher. So to commemorate the anniversary, they're doing a bit of what shall I call it? They try to do yeah, they're trying to broadcast some of the one of the better known manga, and this one it'll be broadcast for 1 year. Now, yeah, and it's been 36 years, and the thing is, apparently there's a bunch of people who are trying to record the new broadcast with the technology that was around the time of the original broadcast, namely Betamax video. Yeah, if you want to talk about the fundamentals, shall we say? Yeah, the thing, yeah, the deck has gone out of production over 10 years ago. And, yeah, well, tape's been out of production for ages as well, so. And in the meantime, this guy is showing off his collection of his Betamax. Every single one of the episodes from the original broadcast. Yay. Uh, yeah, that's just as an episode. It actually reminds me of a episode from Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, there was exactly that kind of a thing going on. Now, this guy was looking on the VR chat review, and oopsie, it actually said, "I do not recommend." After paying 1,765 hours. The thing, okay, and the reason behind it. Now he doesn't feel easy if he cannot hear a male voice coming out of female avatar. Yeah, you start building a weird fetish. Or if you're into that kind of stuff, well, go for it. It's your choice, I suppose. Okay, this is one of those weird, interesting one I just came across. Yeah, come to think of it, the Fukuoka ramen is fundamentally pork-based, tonkotsu, and people who and this one there was a talking about, yeah, migrating to Fukuoka is hot right now, and what is something that needs to be fixed, they say. And one of the response is the fact that ramen shop is all tonkotsu, all tonkotsu. And the local is saying, I have no idea what you're talking about. Ramen is tonkotsu, isn't it? And before you say anything else, yes, there is a chicken-based and fish-based soup stock as well. It's just that in Kyushu, it's all pork-based. It's yeah, basically it's so fundamentally that way. So the most of the restaurants don't even bother listing it out as tonkotsu. Yeah, you can see from the bubble, it's tonkotsu. Miso ramen, yep. Anyways, moving right along. This is a billboard that was being used at the open house at just Air Self Defense Force base open house at Tokushima. Now, it turns out they recycled a billboard signboard they used. Yeah, the only problem is that guess what they were yeah, that's what they were using. Recycle. Yeah, again, keep in mind this is Air Self Defense Force, Air Force. So yes, they do have a shooting practice, but they're not expected to be snipers. That's why it's quite evenly spread out. That's my guess. Anyways, if it's ground force, I bet you it'll be mostly centered around here. You see, the one of the problem with Japanese defense forces that the self defense forces that the yep, the budget is eaten up by mostly what you can see, i.e., weapons, the hardware's platforms, and the ammunitions and logistics. They are usually overlooked so badly that the yeah, you start having some weird people who can actually snipe and pinpoint hit some with weapons that are meant to be suppression fire, amongst other things. Anyway, okay. One of the interesting one I remember is that the yeah, if you actually see some of the open house practice firing practice they show, yeah, you can actually see them pull that stuff off. Like artillery is firing off and actually hitting, actually blowing up midair and forming a picture out of it. See if you can do that with artillery. Or anyways, currently not for some reason September not 30th was Day of Manekineko, the cat that invites the statue of a cat that invites in customers at a store. Yeah. Anyways, here's something to commemorate that. This kitty has seen a crow come out of his finger for the first time. Is that what the hell, Duck? Yeah. The thing is, yeah, the people starting to picture all this and that. Okay, apparently this is how he is. Yeah, 7 months old. 可愛いんだけど. Now the trick was that not Twitter, but looking through together, and they usually have the next article to the or the related one at the bottom. Kiropam. All three of them are articles about Wolverine. Let's see. This one is from the when he was in Japan during the location of the Wolverine the origin. That's yeah, temple. I think that's with the yeah, amongst other things. And yeah, this one not quite Wolverine thingy, but then let's see, yeah, and the last one of course was about the collection of the people who went to watch Logan. Anyways, moving right along, and apparently there's this manga that went on. The entire volume, the entire episode is now free to read right now, or about a week. Now the problem is the thumbnail is an issue. Yeah, they all look the same, so she couldn't figure how far the hell she was reading. And someone went in to check to see if it was the case. Well, here's how it looks on the app. Yeah, if you can figure out which episode it's from. You've been watching Higanjima way too much, for sure. Hi. Moving right along, and this is one of those guys from in a dev team. And unfortunately, in his case, he just received a bug report from a customer, from a client. The problem is, the whoever ran into it, one of those hardcore gamer. So basically, in order to create that situation, he has to play at that top player level, and that's not exactly possible, especially if it's an action game. And yeah, they try to do the machine input, and it still can't replicate. Yeah, yes, the report does include the steps it was taking to create the bug, but because they can't see the internal logs, they can't verify it. Uh, yeah, basically, it's kind of hard to generate a log if they actually don't take it into account at the start of the development. And of course, this guy's gonna hire the guy who reported it. Yeah, exactly what they're actually starting to think about it. And here's one of those kind of cute t-shirt. Only well, if you got someone who can read Japanese, fine, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what the out of pocket. And yeah, this and the guy had to ask, is there a cat in the inside the pocket? Yeah, yeah. Exactly the same. Yeah. I just noticed now the tag, even the tag is cat face. Apparently, it's yeah, it's a grocery. It's not a no, no, it's a shop that actually carries cat goods. That's what it's from. Yeah. Okay, this one. While ago, this guy who used to work at yeah. No, this he was at runs a bike cafe, a bikers cafe. And this one, this event, she could, basically she was so busy. This lady who just jumped in, yeah, they were holding a Kawasaki bike event, and yeah, there was one of the female guests jumped in and started helping them out. So, yeah, she had to ask, do you own a shop too? No, and she was saying, yeah, no, I just work in the office. It's just that she could actually think ahead, see how the flow is going, and it was quite accurate. And guess what? He was the CEO of Kawasaki Bike Motorcycle. There you go. That explains a whole lot. Okay, and this would be for people who are in your in 20s as well. Okay, okay, back in when I was in 20s, yes, there was I bought couple bags that they say is a leather bag that say it'll say you can have it for your lifetime. If it's strong enough that it'll last you like the weight of the bag that is so strong that it'll last you a lifetime. Once you hit your 40s or 50s, your shoulder can't take it. Yeah, that's why the older ladies start not taking a shoulder bag and not one of these. And yeah, most people starting to pick the lighter ones, of course. But yeah, that kind of bag and the leather shoes, it's more meant to be passed down the generations. That's what it means. That's what it's for. So, yeah, me too. It's not exact. It's paying a beep to run a maintenance for those who are that are actually said to be uh, a lifer. So it's much easier to just buy El Cheapo for a dozen times. And this guy, he just came home from the convenience store, and he had trouble finding sandwich, and he was actually looking for it for about 3 minutes. Yeah, if you're looking at it from the wrong angle, you probably can't figure it out. You probably won't be able to find it. Here, you pick up your phone. The problem is, it's a perfect angle. Like the incline is exactly 45 degree. It's probably just a tad soggy, so it'll probably have enough friction to keep it so the phone doesn't slide off. Oh yes, it looks like a yummy looking smartphone stand. Yeah, it's egg salad. Yep. Okay. Anyways, that's about all I've got for today. I sort of had a bit more, but no. Okay. Anyways, thanks for coming in for the quickie, as always, and have a good night, guys. Let's see if I can see if anyone else is streaming. I'm pretty sure they still are. It's still 9:30. I'm like hitting midnight, like what I usually do. So, thank you for coming in, and have a good night, guys.